a 1943 vintage Alec Chalmers Model WC. And it's belted up to a Meadows flour mill, which was built in the teens. And what we're going to do is grind wheat into flour today. It's going to be a coarse flour, but it can still be used for baking. I'm going to turn this machine on right now. I'm going to let the grain go through her. And what's happening, the grain is going down and going through two 20-inch granite stones, falling between the stones, and which is grinding it up. There is slots cut in these stones so that the grain falls between them and they get ground up. And what is happening, the finished product will come out here through a shaker, which will sift the hulls off the grain itself, off the core of the wheat. And the finished product is coarse ground wheat, which can be used for baking and any other kind of kitchen use.
Is that something that would be like whole grain?
Yes, this is what you would call whole grain. Unbleached flour, coarse ground, stone ground flour. And all your hulls, this is all the hulls that come off of the shells that come off the grain. And actually, my machine should have been tilted the other way because it all shakes down and puts the fall in that box. But I'm running downhill today. Yeah, I'm not on the level. But the machine itself was built in the teens. And this company, Meadows Mill, is still in business today. And you can still get all the parts and get this rebuilt if you have to. They're out of North Wilkinsboro, North Carolina.
Now would this flour go straight into the feed bags or the flour bags that we're going to see inside?
Yes.
And they would be...
Yes. This is something a mill would have, and they would grind it into, and they would put it into flour sacks, whether it be big sacks or smaller sacks, and then they would sell it to the general public.
How long does it take to make a sack of flour?
You can probably make a sack of flour in about a half an hour if you want to open this machine up and literally let it run. This is 20-inch stone, so this is a large machine.
The stones are actually doing the crushing, the grinding,
Yeah,
they're doing all the work.
they're grinding. One stone is stationary and the other stone turns, and that seed falls between the two, and there's pressure. They're rubbing together almost. And they're crushing that wheat. You can grind rye with this, you can grind oats with this, you can make cornmeal with this.
And that's probably what it was, it's a general purpose.
It's a general purpose mill.
Okay, well thanks. We're going to go inside and see what the flour sacks will be like.
This is not a roller mill makes it a lot finer. This is a stone mill, it's going to be coarser, but a roller mill will take all them yellow specks out of there and make it into a nice white fluffy flour. This is of course,
Now I know what stone ground.
this is stone ground flour.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Joe. Welcome to the Grange Hall. As you well know, you helped move this in 1998 up and down the hills from McFadden Road. And we at the Armada Historical Society are having a feed sack show. And this is our president, Richard Helt, and his lovely wife is not here now, but she's our treasurer. And he wanted to thank the Armada Agricultural Society for letting us borrow this site for the day, and everyone is welcome to come. We can have tours of the Grange on a little bit of notice. So that's it, Joe. I'm going behind you.
Okay, Richard, I see a lot of flour sacks. Tell me about them.
Okay, these sacks here were from my FFA project in 1948 and 1950.
You've been on Zoom for a long time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was in actually agricultural class, and I made a rural agricultural school at the time. And my mother took the seams out, and she made aprons and different things from the material. I lived right across in Manhattan on Church Street, church in Floral, and I had a project of broilers for 2 years. And my mother liked the pattern, so I picked them up for her.
And that wasn't oftentimes they would reuse the flour. Do they ever reuse them to put more flour back in?
No.
No?
They would get them, my mother, or they would take them and just use them for material.
Okay. So they actually got recycled into something else.
Oh yeah,
Once the
yes.
flour was gone.
Yeah.
We just filmed outside the actual grinding. So that's
Yes.
pretty interesting. So now this is what that flour that he's grinding out there
No,
came in?
no, this is chicken mash, starter chicken mash, broiler mash, for the chickens, for the baby chicks.
Oh, so this is like chicken feed.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Didn't know what mash was.
And actually rabbit pellets came in it too, but mostly, these all were chicken mash.
Huh.
Chicken feed.
Did you think anything came in flour sacks? Flour.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, well thanks. And we'll move on and look at a few other sites.
These green sacks were used a lot that I remember in the 30s and early 40s when they thrashed grains with a grain separator. There would be 2 bags on each side of a divider. The grain would come down the chute and you go into these bags, and then the bags would be carried into the granary. They would hold between 2 and 3 bushels of grain. And of course, 2 bushel of wheat would weigh 120 pounds. So
So that was a workout for the day,
That's
just
what I'm
moving
saying.
sacks.
Yeah.
And this is how it was actually filled, this little opening machine thing?
No, but this is the way they fill it from their grain bins inside of a building. They would take their shovels and whatever they're doing and put the grain in a bag and then close the bag up and take it to the mill to be ground.
Okay. What's this little interesting piece of equipment over here?
Right here,
Yep.
it's a fanning mill that cleans grain.
Now, I've actually seen one of those work, I think.
Yeah,
So it kind of blows it out?
Yes,
and
yes.
The heavier stuff falls down into the bin?
Yeah, and your different objects come out of there, but your clean grain comes out the bottom. This is a real old one here.
What's about the age on it?
I wouldn't know. Probably
Maybe
the late
1800s.
1800s, probably. Yeah.
And we've got a couple of rakes. And the barrel would be for, oh, this looks like a still.
It is. Corn squeezes.
Corn squeezes.
Yeah.
And that came from Eugene DeHunt.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, it's actually got a regular white dry whiskey bottle. And of course, the famous
Of
jug.
course, they didn't put this kind of whiskey in that though.
No?
White London.
Huh. These are some interesting bags.
Now, I don't know whose collection this is. Pinto beans here, potatoes here, pigeon, that's up in the thumb.
So pretty much everything came from a mill or a granary in bags.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Burlap was pretty popular, real popular when I was young.
Such a sturdy product. Could hold potatoes, onions.
Yeah, and evidently it was a cheap project to make also. But they've been going for quite a few years now.
Now, these are more of yours?
Yes, yeah. I have about 30, 40 bags.
Now, these are smaller bags or they're just
No,
folded?
they just folded.
Okay. Oh, here's a few of them made into aprons.
Those are the aprons, yes. They were easy to make. My mother made a lot of those from those few bags. She'd make them and give them away at bazaars.
I've heard that name, semolina.
What's that?
I've heard that name, semolina. What kind of grain was that?
Really, I don't know. I can just about tell.
I know.
I imagine flour. I would imagine.
Now these are actually photos of
That's just,
feed sack clothing.
a lot of it probably would be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is, and that is too. Let's see. I don't know what school that is.
This is really a nice utilization of the grain hall to use it for demonstrations for things
yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
This is, kind of makes it a little
Well, the Green
little
Hall.
recognition for it.
Yeah, this Green Hall was built, I think, in 1886, as I recall. And they would have, the Greens would have their meetings here. And also, a lot of dances, a lot of social events were held here.
But not here on this location.
No,
This-
it was on
when the
the-
grain hall was over
Yeah,
Ray Township.
McFadden, McFadden Road, Armada Township.
Was it Armada
And
Township?
then what's the station during
Yeah, Channel 6 filmed the moving of the Grange, so that was an interesting process.
Yes. It really was.
So
But a lot of these things just aren't being saved anymore.
Right, right.
Tearing down as fast as we can.
up and down the hills, we almost lost it.
I imagine Armada Center is not like flat, you know?
One from Warren. How many mills were there around in this district?
Woken Mill is one. Over in
Which
Rome.
is still there.
It's still there, it's a historical mill now. Another one is over by Romeo, I forgot the name of it. Right off the top of my head, I can't remember that. And I think New Haven had one, Richmond had one. Most towns, most small towns had them.
Utica.
Now this is interesting right here. This, right here, this is the way they used to harvest grain. Let it side and pick it up. Today they have 40 and 50 foot head combines.
Yeah. Yeah. Pancake flour.
Buckwheat.
Yeah.
My dad used to grow about 2 acres of buckwheat, take it to Wilkins Mill. Didn't drum up for flour. Wilkins Mill had the best flour making outfit around. Actually, they had 2 mills. They had one here and one in central Michigan somewhere. I can't remember where it was at.
What do we have here?
That's the picture of the railroad tracks that I made. The old Armada Depot on the bottom and
Okay, I see Armada Grain.
then looking toward the west.
Let's see, that would be her.
That was probably the airline railroad before it became Grand Trunk.
Where, let's see. So Fulton Street would be down here.
This is Church Street here. This is our home was right here.
Because this portion of this building is still there.
That's the elevator.
And the depot, this has been
Yeah.
moved
Yeah.
to Church Street.
Yeah. This over here would be where, this is where the car wash would be now, up in here. And across the street there by the trees, there would be where the new garage is at. Mechanic garage. The hatch, the Armada hatchery was right here. It was right in this area right below here. This is the Armada hatch, that's where I got my green bags from. For my feed sacks. And then we lived right across the road, right here.
All the trees.
Yes, oh yeah, yeah.
Hard to get your bearings when the modern day buildings aren't there that you recognize.
Well, I can recognize it right away.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And I think this is. Yeah, they had 2 tracks here. You ended up with 3 tracks, but I see there's only 2 there.
Okay, this one I recognize just from the pictures at the library, but that's
Yeah,
Armada.
yeah, that's the Armada. This one here looks almost like the wool
Maybe
cut.
not, okay.
Maybe not. No, I don't think that.
Yeah, because it says it's now
Yeah.
in the Huron Clinton Metro
that's,
Park.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Richmond elevator here.
What's this down here? It's like a gathering somewhere.
Green. I'm not sure what that's in. That's probably Richmond. Probably came with this one here.
Oh, is that where you said this was? St. Clair County, Bell River Mill.
No, that's Memphis probably.
Yep. It's really nice that everybody's hung on to a little piece of history so
Well,
that
this is what happens. People always get rid of as much stuff as they had. They don't realize that in the years to come, you know.
historical value of it.
Yeah. That's one of the purposes of historical society. But pretty hard to get members. Nobody wants to do anything.
Yeah.
There he is. How you doing? Oh yeah, a lot of cider though. Yeah, you can do that too. But we had made that for cider. My dad had one of the pages for cider. I think it was cider made.
Richard, if you want to just identify these grains for me, and then I can kind of get out of your way and you
Okay.
can enjoy yourself today.
All right, here we have red wheat. That's used for. This is not the wheat that we use for red flour. I don't know what they use, what kind of flour they make out of that, but white wheat's used for red flour.
And they're actually in period jars with the
Yes, with the
metal
tap.
lids?
Yes, these are the different kind of lids here. I'll show you on the inside of one. They have the glass lined inside also. And of course, you'd have your rubber
rubber ring around
ring around it. And okay, oats. Number 2 is oats.
Oats were used for
This
mostly animal.
animal feed, cattle feed, horse feed. And of course, oatmeal
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that.
comes from that. Okay. And this number 3 is corn. Grown up for cattle feed, corn flakes, corn meal. Yeah, same kind of top. And this is millet. I'm not too familiar with that. Probably today it's used for bird seed, I would imagine. And this is Milo, I believe. Yeah, Milo. That too probably today is used for bird seed. What they used it before, I'm not familiar with. We didn't grow that. And this is white popcorn.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Self-explanatory.
And these are soybeans. Now soybeans, I don't remember soybeans being grown around here. I know my brother grew some in the late 1940s, but that's when it first became popular around here, was in the 40s.
What did we originally start using soybean for?
I really can't tell. I can just remember about 48 my brother had them planted.
Now it's used for almost everything.
Well, they're everything, yeah. Well, it has paint, plastics, medicines.
Soy milk,
Oh, and they're finding more every day.
Yeah.
They're finding more every day.
very versatile product.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you so much, Richard. This has been very interesting, and I hope everybody gets an opportunity to stop by the Grange and take a look.
Thank you.